The forecast for last week was rainy with a chance of riptide, and boy was the current strong. Team Drew stormed through the weekend like a tsunami, winning all 3 matches, sweeping 2 of them, and only dropping 1 set all weekend. Now, we are back in Fair Park Coliseum to see what the gods of the ocean have in store for week 4 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Who will sink, who will swim, and who will succumb to the siren call of the water as 4 new captains are about to set sail on a new adventure. So be sure to put on your floaties. We're about to dive in. Hi everyone, and welcome to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball, and it is week 4 draft here today. I'm Key Michael, I'm going to be your host. I'm a former Athletes Unlimited Volleyball player myself, but now I get to sit here and bring it to you live. So let me just give you a little recap of what happened last week. Team Drews went undefeated. She dropped only 1 set the whole week. Team Shayla won 2 out of 3 matches, including a record-setting 3rd set, which ended in a thrilling 39-37 victory for Team Shayla. That was a record for Athletes Unlimited. And we ended the week action with a stunning game. Team Low had a huge comeback. They were down 2 sets in the 3rd, and they came back to win the overall match by 2 points. So a lot of exciting volleyball played this week, and I'm looking forward to some more. First of all, we'd like to welcome our Facebook Live and YouTube audiences. Make sure you get involved. Let us know who you want to choose, who you want your captains to choose. We're excited to hear what you have to say. Unlimited Club members, if you're not already a club member, get out your phone. If you've just been to the Apple Store like myself, maybe you have a brand new one, download the Athletes Unlimited app on your mobile, and you can follow along with all the stats, the results, all the leaderboard points as the weeks unfold. All right, something cool about this league, you may already know. Every athlete plays for a cause, an organization of their choice, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more later. But first, let's talk about Athletes Unlimited scoring and how players make their way into these captain seats each week. Players can earn points 3 different ways. First of all, you have your individual stat points, which are based on offensive and defensive performance. So you can earn points for things like aces, digs, kills, but you can also lose points for service errors, attack errors, like hitting the ball in the net or out of bounds, ball handling errors like a double or a lift. The second category is win points, and that's going to be the key to success in this league. If you win a set, you earn 40 points. If you win a match, you will win 60 points, and it all adds up. Finally, there's the MVP points that are on the line after every single match. Players get to vote for their top 3 players of the match. First place gets 60 points, second place takes 40, and third place takes 20 points. So these are allocated after every single game of the season. Alrighty, let's meet our captains this week. Finishing 4th on the leaderboard with 2,017 points, she returns to the captain's chair for the 2nd time in 3 weeks. She posted an impressive 103 digs. That's first among non-liberos. And she leads the league with 333 assists, leading the team in purple. Playing for Baby to Baby, it is setter number 27, Natalia Valentin Anderson. And she's going to be facilitated by Lori Corbelli. Finishing 3rd on the leaderboard with 2,142 points, serving as a captain for the 2nd consecutive week. She had a big week 3. She led the league with 48 kills, tallied a career-high 13 digs and 9 kills in the finale against Team Drews. She's heading into her final week with Athletes Unlimited. Shayla is retiring after this, so if you don't tune in now, it is literally now or never. But leading the team in blue, playing for Ann Mother, opposite hitter, number 13, Shayla Castro. Her facilitator is Deidre Collins-Parker. Finishing in 2nd place, 2,289 points to her name. She is serving as a captain for the 8th consecutive week, dating back to last season. That is a league record. She ranks 2nd in the league this season with 129 kills, 343 attacks. She set a league record in week 3 with 4 service aces against Team Low last night. Leading the team in orange, playing for Starlings Volleyball USA, it is outside hitter, number 81, Betania de la Cruz. She is facilitated by Michelle Chapman-Smith. And sitting in the top spot with 2,374 points on the leaderboard, serving as a captain for the 3rd consecutive week. It is her 2nd stint in the gold seat. Her team went 3-0 last week, as mentioned, the Riptide. She leads the league in attacks with 366. She has 10 service aces and 133 kills. She's the only athlete to post double-digit kills in all 9 matches this season. So leading the team in gold, playing for Compassion International, it's outside hitter number 45, Danny Drews. And she will be facilitated by Joe Trinzi. All right, let's talk a little bit about how the draft works. We're going to be here for less than an hour, but the draft's going to be action-packed. We have 10 rounds. The purple captain will make the first selection, and then we're going to snake back and forth with the purple and the gold team making back-to-back picks each round. Captains have 2 minutes per pick. However, there are some positional requirements this week, or every week. Each team needs to take 2 setters, 3 middle blockers, 1 libero, and they're going to have 5 pins each, but they can choose a mixture of outside or opposite hitters. So now let's just look at the player field. There's 43 eligible players in this week's draft. Karsten Lowe and Leah Edmond missed a couple of their games last week due to injuries. They have been traditionally very high draft picks, but how do we think that might affect their status this week? I don't know. But the big question is, who do we think is going to be first this week? Purple has the first pick. However, last week, number 1 pick was Nutsara Tomcom. I sincerely doubt that Team Valentine Anderson is going to take a setter. Valentina Anderson played really well with Danny Drews this past week, but she is sitting in the captain's chair, so they're going to be split up. So might she steal an outside hitter or an opposite from a different captain? Maybe Aaron Fairs, maybe Lindsay Stalter. I don't know. I'm excited to see. But let's first of all hear about the facilitators. Each team has a facilitator to help them manage their teams. You're going to see those facilitators in the Zoom rooms. And something really cool about today, on our courtside reporter, Savannah Collins, is going to be taking us behind the scenes into the Zoom rooms of Teams Valentine Anderson and Team Drews. So we'll talk to a couple of the players, kind of hear what goes on, and just get a feel for how the draft is going and how the teams are being formed. But all right, enough of me talking. Let's get started. Team Valentine Anderson, are you ready? Because you are on the clock.
My first pick is outside hitter Leah Edmonds.
Oh, Leah Edmond taken first. Very exciting to see her. She has been taken in the first round 2 weeks in a row. There was only the first week that she was taken in the second round, so a huge pick. She jumped up 3 points on the leaderboard. She's sitting in the 5th position. A Kentucky graduate. She finished last year in 15th. But she had to leave because of a bit of shoulder pain. So we're happy to see her back in action. First pick of week 4. All right, Team Shayla, you have the next pick.
My first pick is setter Nutsara Tomcom.
Nutsara Tomcom dropping only 1 spot. She was picked first last week. But of course, Shayla gets her again. She'll be very happy with that. They played so well together. Shayla mentioned that she loves that faster set that Nutsara is able to give her. So she's been taken in round 1 all 3 weeks. A very hot draft pick. Hearts and smiles. All right, Team De La Cruz, who would you like?
My first pick is outside hitter Cassidy Litzman.
Cassidy Lichtman. Cassidy Lichtman has been creeping up the board. She was taken in the 7th round in week 1, 4th round in week 2, 2nd round last week, and now she's a 1st round pick. I'm not surprised. The Chuck Norris of volleyball. She is 6th in overall stat points. And she will be an absolute weapon for Team De La Cruz.
Was I too early?
A little bit too early, but Team Drews, if you're ready, go for it.
My first pick is outside hitter Madison Valines.
Outside hitter Madison Valines, number 23, another top pick over the last few weeks. She went in round 2 on the orange team last week. She's never dropped lower than 10th on the leaderboard over the 3 weeks. So she is absolutely a weapon for the gold team this week? Alrighty, second pick for you in first pick in the round 2, Team Drews.
My second pick is going to be libero Morgan Hentz.
Morgan Hentz, libero number 19. She played with Team Drews last week in the blue jersey. She did a fantastic job. Having a look at here, picking up literally everything. The Stanford graduate. She's separated from Cassie Lickman this week, but they'll have to make do without each other this time. Morgan Hentz, the only player to be in the top 5 in MVP points that isn't an attacker, interestingly. All right, Team De La Cruz, you have the next pick of round 2. Who would you like?
My second pick is middle blocker Molly McCage.
Molly McCage, taken number 5. Another huge jump up. Molly was taken in the 6th round last week. Also had to be out for a couple of games, but she played again last night and proved that she barely missed a beat. Molly and Cassidy, 2 PEC members, going to be on the orange team this week. Molly was on the orange squad twice in a row this season, so she'll be back in a comfortable color. All right, Team Shayla.
My next pick is the outside hitter Lindsay Stalzer.
Lindsay Stalzer, outside hitter, who has actually been a very hot hand for her team over the few weeks. Lindsay Stalzer went in round 1 for the orange team. She was the 3rd overall pick. She's currently sitting at 2nd in service ace points, 96 points. She's played in 10 countries outside the U.S., but we're so happy to have her back in the U.S. Team Valentina Anderson, you have the next pick. Do you know who you'd like?
My second pick is outside hitter Erin Fairs.
Alrighty, another one of my predictions. Erin Fairs, number 7. She currently has the most points from good reception. She was taken in the 8th position last week, and again, she goes in the exact same spot for round 2 for purple. So she's been rising in her stock over the weeks, proving herself, plays with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. As you can see, she drops into the Zoom room. So we're about to start off round 3. All the teams have chosen 2 players so far. Team Valentina Anderson has her next pick. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Do you need a bit more time?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look. Natalia has 2 outside hitters, and she's a setter herself. So might she want to pick up a libero? Might she want a middle? This is the fun part. She's in the Zoom room. She gets to chat to her facilitator and the 2 players that she's already selected, and they can kind of coordinate with each other who they'd like to see, who they think they work well with, what kind of team they want to form. They want to form it based on energy, on good vibes, on power, on speed. Natalia looks ready.
My next pick is middle blocker Jenna Rosenthal.
Alrighty, Jenna Rosenthal. She is 3rd in most blocks so far. She went in round 4 last week, so she's been creeping up. She's now taken in round 3. She'll be wearing the purple jersey for the 2nd time. Alrighty, so Savannah is in the Zoom room with the purple team, Team Valentina Anderson. So let's listen in. Savannah, what's happening over there?
Thanks, Key. Leah, you and Natalia have kind of been a staple this season. You played together in week 1, you played together in week 3, and now you'll be back together again in week 4. Can you tell me a little bit about the connection that you two have? I know that has been so important to team success this season. I think she's just such an easy person to play with, and she's so what's the word? She's good with feedback, and so being around someone who wants to be just as good as they can for you as I want to be for her makes it so much easier to play harder for her. And just the energy being around her, she brings out the best and funnest side of me on the volleyball court. So getting to play with her is just incredible, and I love getting another chance to be with her because I definitely play my best when I'm with her. Natalia, I actually want to ask you about what Leah mentioned. It's something we talked about in the preseason. I had asked you, do you think setters are bossy a little bit? And you told me, no, we're just really good at giving feedback. How have you been able to work with your hitters and really create strong connections like you did this past week through communicating and talking all game? It's so evident to see whether you're in stadium or watching on TV, how often you all talk.
Yes, I'm just very comfortable with, adapting to whatever my hitter needs. And I try to find the way to put them in the best position, even if that's just telling them a joke during the game for them to loosen up or just giving them a good, perfect ball situation so for them to score. I think I play volleyball because I'm passionate about it and I have fun, and that's what I try to give my teammates around me as well.
I love that. Thanks for letting me hang out, Team Valentine Anderson. Good luck making those picks. We'll head back to you, Key.
Thanks so much, Savannah. It's so cool to hear the connection between players, setters, and outsides, especially. I know Erin Fairs has been broken up from Nutsara, so I'm curious to hear how she feels about that, but she's got a great setter in Natalia. Alrighty, Team Blue, Team Shayla, you do have the next pick. Go ahead.
My next pick is middle blocker Eri Shu. I don't know her name in Chinese, sorry.
Middle blocker Eri Shui. We've all been trying to pronounce the last name. I hope we've done a good job so far. Eri Shui, she is currently tied. She's in third for service aces with 84 points. And just so you guys know, for every ace this season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees. After 2 weeks of action, players have registered 137 aces. That's 1,370 trees committed by Aspiration just this season alone. So Mother Nature will be happy with Athletes Unlimited. All right, Team De La Cruz has the next pick. We're in round 3. And Betty so far has an outside in herself, another outside and a middle. So who's she going to want? I see a sneaky smile. I bet it's a libero.
My next pick is middle blocker Ronica Stone.
Interesting. Middle blocker, Ronica Stone, who has been absolutely smashing it. She's just finally gotten a chance to show what she can do the last couple of weeks. And she's been climbing up. She's climbed 10 points on the leaderboard. She was taken in the 5th round last week, so now in the 3rd, a huge jump for her. Also one of our ace machines with 84 points. Alrighty, Team Drews.
Our next pick is going to be setter Carly Lloyd.
Setter Carly Lloyd. She was a 1st round pick 3 weeks in a row. She's the 4th to have the most blocks as a non-middle. So she'll be a presence not only in her assists, but also defensively at the net. Alrighty, if you want to come see us here in person at Fair Park Coliseum, tickets are now on sale. We're going to play double headers this week on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Then the season culminates on week 5 with double headers on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's going to be a lot on the legs of these players. That's April 14, 15, 16. But you can always visit auprosports.com for the complete schedule and to purchase tickets. And we would love to see you out here. We had a great turnout last night. Want to see it again. Team Drews, it's round 4. You have the first pick. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Our next pick is going to be middle blocker Taylor Sambothi.
Taylor Sambothi. the firecracker. She played for the Orange squad last week. She brings so much energy on the court. She was the MVP of the Puerto Rican League last year, and you can see why. So Team De La Cruz has the next pick. We are in round 4. Betty, do you already know who you'd like?
My next pick is Libero Nomaris Vélez Agosto.
Nomaris is taken. There's no surprise there. Reunited are De La Cruz and Nomaris. Nomaris was the Defensive Player of the Year last season. And she's been the first libero picked in the last 2 drafts, proving why liberos are so valuable. Drop it in the Zoom room. That makes 5 players for Betty. Teams are starting to shape up. So blue is up next, Team Shayla. If you're ready, go ahead.
My next pick is middle blocker Ali Bastianelli.
Ali Bastianelli, middle blocker. She is our top blocker right now with most block points at 276. She was taken in the 5th round for purple last week, so creeping up to round 4 for the blue squad. But again, reunited with Mama Shea. Team Valentin Anderson, you have the next pick.
My next pick is middle blocker Liana Simbeldan.
Liana Sibelden. She has jumped up 14 spots on the leaderboard after last week. She was taken in the 6th round, played for the blue Tsunami, the blue Riptide, and now she's going to be in the purple jersey with Team Valentin Anderson again. So let's have a look at the teams so far. Here's who's been taken. Purple team has 2 outsides, 2 middles, and a setter. So they might need a libero pretty soon. Betty has 2 outsides, 2 middles, and a libero. Might they need a setter to round their squad out? Shayla is the only opposite on her team. She's got a setter. She has an outside and 2 middles. And let's see who is left on the board. Still several pins and opposites yet to be chosen. 2 liberos still on the board. Middle blockers have been going a little bit faster this week. Interested to see how the teams continue as they shape up. And if you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, have a look at these players. Let us know who it is you think is going to be taken next. I'm always excited to see everyone else's predictions. One team still missing a setter, but it's probably not going to go on the purple squad. Team Natalia.
All right. My next pick is libero Amanda Benson.
Benny, number 32, the second in digs, played for the Orange squad last week. Again, went in round 5. She's gone in round 5 3 weeks in a row. So now she will be heading over to the purple team with Natalia Valentin Anderson. Dropped into the Zoom room. So, Shayla has the next pick. Are you ready?
My next pick is outside hitter Auri Cruz.
Outside hitter Auri Cruz, number 24. We didn't see a lot of her this week. She's been sitting out with a little bit of a niggle, a little bit of an injury, but still goes pretty high because she is one of the most experienced players in the league. She was a Gator Hall of Fame in 2014, part of the 2016 Olympics with Puerto Rico. Also a Champions League silver and bronze medalist. Finished 4th last season, so a huge addition to Team Shayla. All right, earlier tonight we mentioned in the introductions that our athletes play for something more than just themselves. Players can earn money throughout the season for their cause, which is equal to 50% of the season bonus. That entire program is powered by Give Lively. So Shayla, I wanted to ask you about your cause partner. What made you select And Mother as your organization this season?
I chose And Mother because I'm a mom and I still playing, and I think we can do both 100% if we want. And I'm really happy to be with And Mother.
That's a great reason to choose a cause. I love that each player gets to choose something personal to them. And Shayla, you're a mom. Your 2 daughters are here in market with you. So we know you're not getting a lot of sleep at night. But 6 other moms, well, 6 moms in total are here playing in the league. And it's really great to see. All right, up next, Team De La Cruz. You have your next selection. Might she need a setter?
Okay. My next pick is opposite Taylor Fricano.
Okay. Opposite Taylor Fricano. Taylor Fricano brings so much comedic energy to every team that she's on. I don't know if you caught any of her chair chats last week. She told Kevin that she could bench and squat more than him. Them's fighting words. And there she comes with Peanut the Poopy. So De La Cruz and Fricano will be together. So Team Drews, you have the last pick of round 5. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, and we're going to be taking opposite Shadair McNeil.
Number 50, opposite Shadair McNeil. That's a huge jump up for her. She was taken in the 8th round last week, so now she's first pick of the 6th. Shadair stepping in for Karsta Lowe last week, doing a great job proving what she could do when she was thrown into a difficult situation. So great to see. Alrighty. If you're looking for all the new Athletes Unlimited volleyball gear, you can check out our jerseys, our tees, our hats, and so much more. It's all available at shop.auprosports.com. You guys know I'm always repping this Dig Set Kill shirt. It's my favorite because, well, it's volleyball specific and it's just a really cute design. So if you want one too, we can twin. Just go pick it up at the merch shop. Alrighty. First pick of round 6 goes to Team Drews. Do you already know who you like?
Yes, we're going to be taking opposite Erica Wilson.
Opposite Erica Wilson. Another jump up in the ranks for her, taken in round 7 for the gold team last week. So she'll be playing in gold for the 3rd time this season. This time taken in the 6th. Another player who got a bit of playing time, proving that she is a worthy opponent across the net. So we're getting into the middle of round 6. All right, let's see what De La Cruz has.
Stop, please. Wait. My next pick is setter Alicia Childress.
Alrighty, there it is. We knew eventually Team De La Cruz was going to have to pick a setter. So she's taking Alicia Childress, the Penn State graduate. 3-time All-American. Coached by her mom. Taken also in round 6 for the Orange team last week. So that'll be her 3rd time playing on the Orange squad. former Stanford assistant. Reunited with Cassidy Lickman. All right, Team Shayla, Blue Squad, who's your pick?
Pick is outside hitter Calais Mao.
Outside hitter, Calais Mao. Number 44. Last week, she played for Purple. So she's reunited with Shayla. You can see her dropping into the Zoom room there. All smiles all around, brings a lot of calming energy. Calais Mao, but a lot of fire on the court. We met her boyfriend, Jalani, who plays for the Patriots. He told their love story. He said that Calais went and talked to him after giving a performance, but according to Calais, he did the first move, so we'll have to get to the bottom of that. So, Team Valentine Anderson has the last pick of round 6. Are you ready?
Yes. My next pick is opposite Falling Fonoam.
Number 35, Fallon Fonoimoana. Former beach player, has been lured back to indoor thanks to Athletes Unlimited. Had a chat to her only son, Tavoy, earlier this week. I think I mentioned him as her firstborn son, but just to clarify, her only born son as well. All right, fans, get out your phones. Open up your Athletes Unlimited app. It's time to earn points for tuning in. You're going to enter VB Draft 44 under fan codes, and that's going to earn you 10,000 points. It's not too late to download the app. Today, it's available for free in the Apple or Google Play App Store. Join the fun. We're going to be giving away points all season long just for tuning in to get to the games and to the drafts. Or better yet, you can also just come in and see us in person, and you can rack up fan points that way. Either way, rack up the points. All right, we are into round 7. Team Valentine Anderson has the next pick.
My next pick is outside hitter Jamie Peterson.
Outside hitter Jamie Peterson, number 48. Currently sitting with the second most points from a good reception. She was taken in the 7th round for the blue team last week. So now she'll be wearing the purple jersey. Reunited with Team Valentine Anderson. Her fiance Zach was here earlier as well. Had a chance to chat to him. I just love it when family and friends are in the building. All right, Team Shayla.
My next pick is Taylor Morgan.
Middle blocker, Tamo. Taylor Morgan, number 28. Last week played in the gold jersey. Now playing for Team Shayla in the blue. She currently has the second most blocks. Had a chance to chat to her mom, Jennifer, last night. We had a little chat about the musical tendencies of her family. I know Taylor loves to sing and dance. You can probably tell by the sidelines if you're tuning into the games. But she's also a fantastic middle blocker. All right, the next pick, Team Dela Cruz. Betty's having a look at what's left. All right, let's have a look at who she has on her board. She has her setter already. Couple of middles, couple of outsides. Might she want another opposite? Betty, go ahead.
My next pick is middle blocker Emma Willis.
Middle blocker Emma Willis. Number 54. Played on the blue team last week. part of the Riptide. Her parents, Mike and Mary, were also here in the building. Mike came back just from a surfing trip just to watch the matches, so that's saying a lot. Team Drews, you have the next pick. Do you know who you'd like?
Yes, our next pick is going to be middle blocker Rachel Farah.
Another middle. Rachel Farah, number 33. She's worn gold 2 weeks in a row, so she'll be back in the gold jersey. We'll have a look at a couple of her highlights. Massive blocking presence last week. Also loves that one-footed slide behind. Really versatile middle. I've seen her doing a lot of action in front of and behind the setter. All right, here is a look at the schedule this week. As I mentioned, we're going to be playing on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And that first game, Shayla versus De La Cruz at 6 p.m. is going to be on YouTube. So there's no excuse not to tune in for it. Again, on Saturday evening, the first game, Valentine versus Shayla at 5 p.m. also on YouTube. For the most part, you can see us on FS2. Then there's that one CBS Sports Network on Friday as well. But there are a lot of options to watch high-level volleyball. So I hope that you will all tune in and watch the matches. Alrighty, Team Drews, let's start off round 8.
All right, our next pick is going to be outside hitter Deja McClendon.
Deja McClendon, number 18. She played for the gold team last week, so she's back in the gold jersey. Her parents, Roger and Suzanne, were here earlier in the week. All right, we're going to head into the gold squad. Team Drews, Savannah Collins. What's happening in there?
Thanks, Key. Morgan, my question starting off is for you. You're the second pick for this team this week. Last week, you were voted MVP in every single match. How do you feel like you really hit your stride on Team Drews last week and maybe want to carry that into week 4?
Yeah, I feel like I attribute a lot of that to Danny, just being an incredible team leader, just creating a really nice team chemistry. Like when your teammates are playing great around you, it just makes you want to play even better. So it was a really fun team to be a part of, but I'm even more excited for the team this week.
Danny, I got to say, this might be one of the calmest Zoom rooms I've been in. Oop, let me try my headphones. That sounded kind of funny. This has been such a calm Zoom room. It seems like things are going to plan. Do you feel like you have this draft thing down after being a captain multiple weeks?
Honestly, I think I just have gotten lucky with really good facilitators who help me to form a plan and figure out kind of what's going to work best for us. And yeah, so shout out to Joe. And yeah, it's really fun.
I love the facilitator. Shout out. Thanks for letting me hang out, Team Drews. Keem, we're going to head back to you.
All righty. Awesome to see those Zoom rooms shaping up. And good shout out there for Joe. I know he's very stats oriented, so he has a great plan. He gave us a little bit of insight into that on his blog, so you can read all about it if you're interested in the mind of a facilitator. But for now, let's head back to Team De La Cruz, who has the next pick. Who would you like?
My next pick is setter Taylor Bruns Tegenrud.
Taylor Bruns Tegenrud, number 17. She was taken in the 7th round last week. She comes in as a double sub or a serving sub, but she finished off the last set last night with a dump to come back win over Team De La Cruz. So De La Cruz saw that, recognized it, said, I'm going to have you on my team this week. I don't want to be on the receiving end of that again. Love to see it. Alrighty. All smiles in the Zoom room. Team Shayla has the next pick. A little bit more whispering and smiling going on. Not quite ready, but let's have a look at who Shayla's taken. She took a setter first. Oh, Shayla, you ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
My next pick is setter Rai Santos.
Raya Santos, number 4. Played on the gold jersey last week. And now heading over to Team Shea. This is going to be Shayla's last week playing volleyball in her professional career. So all the players that are on her squad right now get to be a part of that history in the making. And I know that I has been a fan of Shayla for years, so she'll be excited to be a part of that team. All right, Team Valentin Anderson, purple. You have the last pick of round 8. Are you ready? Or do you need some more time?
My next pick is opposite Naya. I don't know her last name. I'm sorry, guys.
Naya Crittenden?
Yeah.
Number 15, Naya Crittenden, Illinois graduate. She plays everything. I've seen her already here this season play opposite, outside, and even got thrown into the middle once. So she's a hugely versatile player. She played for the orange team twice. Now she's going to be on her second time wearing the purple jersey. So barely even has to do any laundry. Same jerseys over the last 4 weeks.
My next pick is setter Tori Dilfer.
Alrighty, first pick of round 9, Tori Dilfer is taken off the board. Setter number 38. Her dad played in the NFL 14 years for the Ravens. She played twice on the blue squad, once on the gold, and now she'll be in the purple jersey. All right, just as a reminder to our Unlimited Club fans, stick around for the post-draft virtual meet and greet with Purple Team Captain Natalia Valentin Anderson. You can have a chat with her about all of her draft picks, her selections, and her strategy and what she's planning this week for week 4. But now we're still in round 9. Team Shayla has the next pick. Do you know who you'd like? Okay.
Opposite Karsta Lowe.
Opposite Karsta Lowe. She was the captain of the orange squad last week. She's been a 2-time captain. She captained the blue squad in week 1. She was then taken in round 1 in week 2, but she's been injured this week. So she's on the questionable play list, which is why she's been taken a lot later than you might expect. She's 3rd in kill points with 872. Finished last season in 5th, as well as 2016 Olympic bronze medalist. But De La Cruz, you're ready?
Always.
Always, alrighty.
My next pick is outside hitter Noami Santos Lamb.
Outside hitter Noami Santos Lam, one of our Puerto Rican players. She was taken for the gold team last week. She's played twice in a row, 2 weeks in a row in the gold squad. And now she'll be sitting in the orange with De La Cruz. All right, Danny Drews needs a setter or a middle. What's she going to take?
I'm ready. I'm sorry. Okay, my next pick is going to be middle blocker Tina Bow.
All righty, as suspected, she takes a middle. Middle blocker 43, Tina Bow. She's played on the orange team twice in a row. She was ineligible for week 2, but she's only worn the orange jersey recently. Now she'll be wearing gold. Graduate of Denver. Alrighty, if you want to bring your team or your friends or your family out to a game, we have great perks for group purchases. You can find ticket prices, group benefits, theme games, and all the info at auprosports.com. Team De La Cruz had a huge following out last night. They were chanting in the stands, so I'd love to see that. Bring your enthusiasm and your energy and all your friends. Come out and visit us. All right. We're just about to get started with round 10. Alrighty, so the gold team has one pick. They have to take a setter. So who are you going to take?
We are going to be picking setter Valerie Nickel.
Setter Val Nickel, number 2. Played for purple 2 weeks in a row.
Let's go, Val.
Had to be out one game. So now she'll be on the gold squad. All right, round 10. Orange has to take a pin. Who are you going to take?
My next pick is opposite Nikki Withers.
Round 10, Nikki Withers, opposite. She brings so much fire. I know she was on the blue squad and she was wearing her sunnies. Just absolutely crushing it on the sidelines. Bringing so much energy and enthusiasm. Love to see it. Team Shayla, you have the last pick of round 10. You're going to need a libero if you want to get any passing going.
My next pick is libero Hannah Lishman again.
Alrighty. Hannah Lishman in the blue jersey. Reunited with Shayla from last week. And that is it. The teams are set. Everyone is in the Zoom room. Smiles and enthusiasm. Here are your lineups. Here is what you're going to see this week. So make sure you tune in for Shayla Castro's last week of volleyball. An extensive and impressive career. Love to see it. I'm going to tear up. I know I am. But I hope everyone at home enjoys watching it. As a reminder, here's where you can find us. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 2 YouTube games, so make sure you tune into them even if you don't have cable. Team Blue and Team Orange are going to be the first ones up. It's Shayla and De La Cruz at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Teams only have a couple of days to prepare. It's Sunday now. We've got Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday they are back on the court. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you really enjoyed this draft. We enjoy bringing it to you. And for now, that's it. We will see you on Wednesday.